Today is Friday, December 11th, students, and we are studying lesson 15, puzzled penguin division problem. So we're just continuing our work with division problems. Our learning target for today, I can find quotients using an efficient method based on place value. Our essential question, why is it important to approach problems using a variety of strategies? We're just continuing to build upon our answers to this question, which remains the same for our whole unit. Our next slide. Puzzled penguin started to solve the following division problem, but then did not know what to do next. What is puzzled penguin's next step? So you see right here, you've got 348 divided by 4, and as a partial quotient, he's got 70, and down here he's got 280, so it looks like he multiplied the 7d times the 4, and he got 280, but he forgot what the next step is. So we're going to go on and pause the video, and I want you to be thinking about, well, what is the next step for the puzzle penguin, because the problem is not completed yet. All right, so you had an opportunity to go on and think about what is the puzzle penguin's next step. Now we're going to go to the next slide, but we're going to come back to that. So next up, we have a Jamboard that we're going to continue with, puzzle penguin's problem. And once again, we've got these help buttons down here again. If you get stuck on something, forgot how to do the area model or the expanded notation for division, just click on one of these help buttons and it'll be a short video just reminding you how to solve them that particular way. So the Jamboard that we need up right now looks like this. So this is the Jamboard that we have up right now. And this is the same problem that you thought about just a few minutes ago. Where the puzzle penguin is now kind of puzzled about what to do next. So on this Jamboard, I want you to go ahead and finish out the problem. So you thought about what to do next, what the next steps are, but I want you to take this and go on and finish out the problem. So there's only one on here. Okay, so pause the video to do that. All right, so you've had an opportunity to try to finish out or think about the puzzle penguin's problem and how should he finish it. And now I'm going to bring up another Jamboard, guys, that has been assigned to you. And these are possible solutions to the actual Jamboard. And we've got here that Jacob is telling the puzzle penguin that he should erase the 70 and write erase 70 and write 80 in its place. Okay, so that's what Jacob is telling. All right, so let's go on and go to the second one. So, so Fred told him to cross out the 70 and write 80 above it. He would then subtract one more 40 down here. So next up, Ahmad showed him that since he used expanded notation, he should just keep going. So Ahmad told him just to keep going instead of crossing out 70 and making that 80, just to continue on and put the 10 up here. And Chris showed him now with the area model, he should just add another section. So this is what Chris showed him to do. All right, so we're going to compare what they have suggested to what you have already done. So go ahead and compare. You can flip through these on yours. Compare what the suggestions that have been made by Jacob and Fred and Chris and Ahmad, and compare them to what your suggestion was as far as the puzzle penguin finishing out the problem. So I've gone back to our slides, guys, and because on the slides here, on your next slide, you'll see all the different solutions are all on one page now, so you don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Jacob, Fred, Ahmad, and Chris, they have their own solutions, and we can look at them and kind of tell the difference. You see, Jacob, he had the penguin to fix the problem by erasing numbers to show how to subtract 80 groups of 4 to equal 320, closer to the dividend. And we've got, we see what Fred did over here. He had him to cross out the 70 and put 80 there. And Ahmad just told him to go ahead and keep going with the problem, and Chris added another section to the rectangle in his solution. So the two methods that work most efficiently are going to be Ahmad's method down here and also Chris's method. So Ahmad's method and Chris's method, they both work most efficiently. So we're going to take a closer look at Ahmad's strategy, and that's going to take me back to the Jamboards, and we're going to look at Ahmad's strategy, and there's only one on here, finishing Ahmad's strategy. So go ahead, let's take just a couple of minutes. I want you to go ahead and finish out Ahmad's strategy. So pause the video and finish out his strategy, and we'll come back and take a look at it. So I'm going to show you my work right here. This is the answer key to Ahmad's strategy. You can compare it to how you did yours. If you need to make any corrections on yours, go ahead on and do it in your notebook first, and then you can go back and change it on the Jamboard. But you'll see that the partial products up here, you got 70, 5, and 12, and the partial quotients rather, they've all been added up to be 87. So you got 70 plus 5 plus 12 is 87. That gives me a final quotient of 87. And each time I multiplied. So the red, 4 times the 70 was 280. And then I had to do a subtraction. Now these steps keep repeating themselves, guys, until you get to 0. When I subtract 348 minus 280, I get 68. So next, 4 times what number is equal to close to 20, and it is 5 close to 68. So I know that 5 times 4 is 20. So I did 5 here, and I get 20 down here. So I should make another subtraction. 68 minus 20 is 48. So 4 times what number is equal to or close to 48 without going over, and that's going to be 12. So 48. So the total up here is going to be 87. So our next Jamboard here, just working on the strategies that we've been studying, it's going to be for a grade for you. Okay, you're going to do that independently, and that Jamboard has been assigned to you in this one. So checking for understanding, 192 divided by 6. So solve this particular division problem using any strategy that you want. So any strategy that we have studied, area model, expanded notation, you can choose. So that's the first one, and this is the second one, 520 divided by 8. Same thing, whatever strategy that you want to use that we have practiced, but you have to show your work. So our last slide, just a reminder of your task for the day for independent work. So make sure to complete the Jamboards, and also work on Khan Academy for 15 minutes and Dreambox for 15 minutes. And once you've done all your tasks, then go ahead and turn in your assignment.